Hi everybody! Today we are going to do our first Jigsaw session and I've got Jigsaw Jenny here with me. Okay, now today we are going to be thinking about how we can stay healthy, and this is our theme for our whole term in term 4. So today we're going to start our session by thinking about how we can use exercise as something to help us keep and stay healthy. Now before we begin, we're going to start with our calm me time to help us get ready for our Jigsaw session today. So I'm going to start by putting on a nice calming photo for you to look at, and I'm going to play some gentle music whilst I read to you what I'd like you to do so that you can become mindful and ready for our lovely Jigsaw session. Let's begin by sitting comfortably. Can you remember how Jigsaw Jenny shows us how to sit comfortably? We sit with our back straight, we close our eyes, and we put our hands on our tummies. What do we do in calm me time? We feel calm and peaceful, strong and gentle, and we make pictures in our minds and we imagine things, don't we? I'm going to begin now by playing some music for you to listen to as I read out what I'd like you to do. Breathe in gently through your nose and breathe out rainbow breath through your mouth like this. And then breathe out. Imagine your big rainbow breath, feeling strong, calm and kind. Now we are thinking about how we can be healthy this term, so our calm me time will help us with this because it helps us to feel calm and relaxed. If we feel angry or stressed, upset or anxious, we can have a calm me time and we can use our breathing to calm down our emotions. Those are all our different feelings. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to put our hands on our heart this time instead of on our tummies. Can you find your heart? It's up near your chest to the side. I want you to put your hand on your heart and see if you can feel your heart beating. Why is your heart so important? We're going to think about that today. Now take a big deep breath in through your nose and puff out your big rainbow breath. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine you're filling up your heart with kindness as you breathe in and smile as you breathe out. Feel your chest go up and down as you breathe in and out. Feeling peaceful and calming and safe. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to open our eyes and we're going to get ready for our Jigsaw session today. That's the end of the Calm Me session. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed now. We are going to get stuck into our learning. Now, the first thing that we're going to look at today is lots of different photos of different forms of exercise. Now, have a look on the screen and see if you can spot any that you know. Is there anything here that you already do? Let's have a look at them. So we've got riding a bike, doing press-ups, swimming, dancing, or even balancing, this one could be. Playing games like bat and ball, jogging or running or even walking, and playing other games like bouncy space hopper. How many of these forms of exercise do you do already? Now, we don't all like the same things because we're all unique and different, which we've talked lots about in class. And we won't all do all of these things, okay? So some of us might really like jogging and running, but some of us may not and might prefer walking. Some of us might like playing games like space hoppers, riding our scooters or bikes, but some of us might not enjoy doing those things, and we might do other things like roller skating perhaps. So we're all different. So even if you don't do any of these things that are on the screen here, have a think about what it is that you do to keep healthy and to keep moving. It's really important that you do some form of exercise to keep your body active. Now the reason we do this is because it makes us feel good for a start, okay? So exercising and moving is called being active. And you know, after you do different types of exercise, you might feel a little bit warm, a little bit worn out, but actually, even though you might feel tired, doing exercise gives your body lots and lots of energy. Being active is so important for everyone to do, and anything that you do that involves moving your body keeps you fit and healthy. So it might even be things like playing at the park, going on the swing, going down the slide, running around, having fun. Maybe when we used to do things like go into the soft play when they reopen, things like this. These are all different types of exercise because they are things that involve moving your body. Exercise is so important because it keeps you healthy. Now, we're going to have a look at some other different types of exercise here. And some types of exercise you might not be able to do straight away. This is because some types of exercise you need to practice doing until you get better and better at it. So I just thought of one example here. Perhaps learning how to ride a bike. Can you ride a bike? Would you like to learn how to ride a bike? Well, you might not have been able to get on the bike straight away and be able to ride the minute you got on. Because do you know, it takes a lot of practice. You might have started with your grown-up or somebody holding you whilst you're on the bike and helping you to keep your balance. Perhaps you had a bike with these little stabilizers on. That helps to keep the balance of the bike as well so that you don't fall off. This helps you to learn how to use the handlebars and the pedals before you get the balance. And to also get your balance, that's another tricky step, isn't it? So doing things like going to the park, going across the balance beam. Do you remember at school we've got lots of things to help with our balance, like when we play on the climbing frame, we've got the wobbly bridge and you've got to try and keep your balance so you don't slip off. We've also got things like the stepping logs, where you have to climb up onto them and keep steady so that you don't fall off. These are all types of exercise that you can do to also help you achieve a goal, like being able to ride a bike. It's not always easy the first time you do it. Perhaps you might fall off like this little boy. He's fallen off and he might have hurt his knee or he might be a little bit upset. But you know, it's really important to get back on the bike and keep practicing, because when you do this, you'll be able to ride a bike all on your own. So a bit of persuasion there to learn how to ride a bike, but really this applies to lots and lots of different types of things. Do you remember on the last photo when we were looking at all the different types of exercise? There are so many things on here that you would need to do to practice to be able to do some of these things. For example, learning how to swim. It's very tricky just to get into a pool on the first time and be able to actually swim. You might need some help by wearing some little armbands like this little person's got. So there are lots of ways that you can practice to help you get better at things that will help you with doing some exercise. Now, why do we exercise? What do you think? Can you think of any reasons why we do exercise? I'm wondering if you know what this picture here is. Now this is a photo of what your heart actually looks like. And I know a lot of you probably think that a heart looks like this. Okay, that's often the shape we draw when we think of hearts. But actually, your heart is an organ inside your body, underneath your skin. And if you put your hand on your chest here, you'll feel it beating. Now, when you do exercise, your heart becomes really strong and it helps you to become more active. And you know what? All of those things help you to become more healthy. Now, your heart is a muscle inside your body, and the more active you are, the stronger your heart gets. So it's so important to do exercise so that your heart can get really strong. And this is another reason why we do exercise. Do you know what this is a picture of? This is a picture of somebody's arm, and they are showing you all of the different types of muscle underneath their skin. Did you know that there are over 650 muscles in your body? I wonder if you can spot where some of them are. Now, every time you exercise, your muscles grow and they get stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's really important to do exercise so that you can become strong, fit and healthy. Now, your activity for today is to think about which forms of exercise you enjoy, okay? And after you've done that, I want you to have a little go at the physical activity challenge I've set you. So what you will need for this is you will need a timer, and you can either use a clock, a timer that you might have in your house, or you can use a stopwatch that I put on the plan for today. And I want to see how many times you can do a movement in 1 minute. Okay, that's 60 seconds. Now you need to make a little scoreboard like this, where you're going to write the different type of exercise you're going to do, and then you're going to guess how many times do you think you can do this in 1 minute. So for example, jumping. How many jumps can you do in 1 minute, do you think? So write your number on your piece of paper, then put your timer on and get your grown up, or see if you can do it, count how many times you actually did it, and then write your result. And I bet you'll be so surprised. Have fun doing this today. Remember, it's really important to get lots of exercise, and we'll be thinking a bit more about this again next week. Have a lovely day, everybody. Bye.